Good evening and Merry Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas with your families, and as I did with mine. This is the second podcast I'm doing as part of our parish educational efforts and an opportunity to share aspects of our faith. I thought since we are now in the Christmas season that it would be a wonderful idea to share something that I have learned, something that some people know or may not know about Christmas itself. And it has to do with a popular song called The 12 Days of Christmas. We're familiar with that song, but we may not be familiar with the origins. At the time of the English Reformation under Queen Elizabeth I, who died in 1603, Catholics were fiercely persecuted for their beliefs. They were arrested, many of them were tortured and killed. And the church, in response to this persecution, decided it needed to keep the faith alive. And one of the ways that it chose to do so was through a catechism. In fact, it's called a secret catechism called the 12 Days of Christmas. This was written as a catechism for young people at the time of the English Reformation. It has a variety of symbols, each of which represents some dimension of our beautiful Catholic faith. And so I'd like to share those symbols with you tonight. It's an illustration of the importance of creativity. Our church really needs to be creative today as it was back then if we're to keep the faith alive and well, even though we don't experience the type of persecution they did back in 16th and 17th century England. And so I would like to get into it and just share these symbols. So the 12 Days of Christmas has a variety of symbols, and they have hidden meanings. The first one is the true love. My true love refers to God himself, the source of all love. The me in the song represents every baptized person. So on the first day of Christmas, God, my true love, gives each person a partridge in a pear tree. That partridge is Jesus Christ, given to us for our salvation. The other symbols are as follows. The two turtle doves represent the Old and the New Testaments. The three French hens represent the theological virtues of faith, hope, and charity. The four calling birds represent the four Gospels. The five golden rings represent the first five books of the Old Testament. The Pentateuch, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, which present the history of man's fall from grace. The six geese a-laying represent the 6 days of creation, in which God made the heavens and the earth and all they contain. The seven swans a-swimming refers to the gifts of the Holy Spirit. The 8 maids milking represent the 8 Beatitudes. The 9 ladies dancing represent the 9 choirs of angels. The 10 lords a-leaping are the 10 commandments. The 11 pipers piping represent the 11 faithful apostles, and the 12 drummers drumming represent the 12 articles of the Apostles' Creed. So this was a very clever way for the church to evangelize and keep the faith at a time of great persecution. It is my hope that it will be an inspiration to continue to do so in our time. God bless you.